up?
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hello, hello.
Hey. Yeah, back again, everybody. All my favorite people. Swear to God, I love my podcasting family. Great people.
Likewise.
Well, let's get her out. The great move went well.
Was successful.
It was successful. We talked about it last week. It was freaking awesome. And first week was great down at the stand. And everybody come out and see what we got going on. You know, it's Laura Mae's Smoked Barbecue by the river.
You have a nice setup here, too, with the chairs facing the river and stuff. It's very nice.
It is. It is. It's like relaxing. You sit out there. I watched, I'm glad you said that. We've got a couple of car companies and different companies that come in every week. These guys, they are the greatest in the world. They come in every week. You can rely on them being here. And they sat out there, I guess there was 6 of them, something like that. No less than 6 of them anyway. Came in and every one of them sat out there by the river, facing the river, you know, sitting at the high tops. You know, we got high tops out there with stools and Adirondacks sitting there facing the river. It's something everybody needs to just come check out. Because, hell, moving water, you know, what do they call that one, the Chinese thing of feng shui. You know, it's kind of that. You know, you just come out and you sit by the river. And
I know it took James 3 hours to bring me a breakfast sandwich.
Well, that was a whole other fucking issue. Let me tell you, I was here for that, and I was in on all that, and it was a fucking issue, and I'm gonna go in deeper on that. But yeah, it was a really good weekend, and I want to thank everybody that came out for our first week here. It was fucking amazing, man. I mean, literally amazing. I want to make it till 7 o'clock every night. You know, it's hard to do when you don't, you can't predict the crowd, you know, and I should have put more into it than what I thought, you know, but still, that's a lot of fucking food, man.
Yeah, but now you're here, so now you can.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
You can get a feel for it moving forward.
Yep.
It's hard to know when you've never had to do it before. So we talked about that. Like, who would have ever thought, like you said, when you opened up Saturday, you thought you had enough food for 2 days?
Yeah.
And
I really did.
Yep.
And that was the same for this Saturday. I thought, you know, for sure, but the crowd was there, and I love my community, and they showed up, man, in droves, and it really done good, and I really appreciate everybody. But this week is going to be just as great. We got all the same shit going on, even more really. So just come out and check out, and look at the Facebook page and all that shit, and check out Laura's menu. It's going to be bigger and better every week. You know, I got my fryers coming in next week, not this week, but next week. So we're going to have even more shit. You know, it's just going to get better and better, and a lot more fun for me, and a lot more.
Don't ask where the fish came from.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I am going to do some fish. You know, it won't be Juniata fish, but it'll be fish. And
we need to get some flatheads.
Oh, I'm telling you, yeah, I'm in on all that, and you know, a lot of people they throw them out and kill them, you know, and I'm one that I eat the catfish.
Oh man, the flatheads.
Oh yeah, that's meaty goodness there, man. You talk about a good sandwich. That's a good fried sandwich right there. Me and Laura, we've smoked a gazillion of them, and I love them. I don't know. I'm just a Southern boy, and I love my fish. But on a different note, come out and check us out this week. It's going to be even better this week. But different note, last week, like a fucking record breaker for the damn podcast.
How about that?
Wow.
Yeah. So we're up to like 372, I think, last I checked. And now we've got 260 new people, basically, on our channel. And we're all from Philly, New York, California. I didn't see nothing out of the United States, but our shorts that we make, you know, throughout, you know, and I didn't make none this week of our last week's episode, and I kicked myself in the ass. It was a good week. But
Yeah,
we should have done that. Yeah.
373.
Yeah, 373.
Yeah.
So see, that's a record breaker for us, and that's awesome. But they're from all over. I mean, the United States, you know, and that's a hell of a thing. But the average time on most of them are the duration. You know, it's all but the duration. You got 47 minutes, and this was an hour and 3 long. 47 minutes to an hour and 3. Yeah, that is the average right now on all those damn views. That's amazing.
Well, thank you to everybody who's actually tuning in.
Yeah.
To it.
Amen. And from all over, man.
Yeah,
and,
that's awesome.
I'm telling you.
Leave us comments. Tell us if you want us to talk about something.
Yeah,
that's gonna
absolutely.
Be,
Absolutely.
that's going to be better on my part, too, than the descriptions of shit to do and things to look up for our merch and stuff like that. It'll be different with that from here on out. And comments, please comment, you know, of something. And hit the like button, subscribe, all that. It just helps the analytics.
Happy to have viewers call in, leave a comment. We'll reach out and find out. Yep. I mean, we want to engage. We'll talk. So, I mean, how else do you know about chicken gliding and cocaine sharks? So you got to.
Yeah. And we'll leave.
Dave says I cannot get away from that shit.
Yeah, we'll leave Jeff's phone number. You can call that.
Why not? Everybody else calls it.
And by the way, the salted caramel tonight.
Oh,
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Everybody pick
That
one
was
up.
a cheers to that one. This is
let's
one of the
cheers.
best
this
stuff.
is
Cheers to the new Laura Mays.
This and to
I mean, we got that
373 views
Yeah,
in a week.
373 views in a week. That's
My
pretty
arms
good.
are short.
Yeah, we close enough.
Yeah, it is amazing stuff.
Like T-Rex.
Well, it could be
T-Rex
worse.
arms.
You know, could be cocaine shorts.
That's right.
Dun dun.
But it did amaze me. Now when I look at all these analytics,
We need to get that for our theme
Yeah,
music.
that's.
Yeah.
when I look at all these analytics, go ahead. What?
I was saying, that's kind of wild. You're able to see all that stuff. I didn't know that.
Oh man, you can. What is wild about it? So we have to have 1,000 views to go farther into these analytics through YouTube. Now, what we can see so far is the devices that they use. Most of them were cell phones. Yeah, I would say 75%. I can't remember. I should have wrote all that down, but I can't remember exactly. But it was a whole bunch of cell phones that were used, and like I say, they were.
That means there's a lot of people spending an hour in a bathroom at work every day.
Yeah.
Or people like me that just play it on their phone and either play it through the radio like I do at work or you know earbuds like
something.
some people do.
Yep. And I would say that's probably the most of it, you know, even in their cars, you know, playing it through Bluetooth.
Yeah, that's right.
I do.
And that's the thing. I mean,
Yeah.
the general consensus is, you know, when I talk to people, they're like, "Oh, are you on Spotify?" Because they just plug.
That's
it in
where they
the
wanna
car
play it
and
through. Yep.
they go through. I'm like, well, you can listen to it on YouTube. Just stick it in your pocket or stick it somewhere and just listen to it that way.
It blows my mind, though. You know, you got a gazillion people out there because me, I don't subscribe into none of this cable vision and stuff like that. Now football's playing and stuff like that, so I'll start watching football and stuff. And can we dump that down a little bit, the volume?
I can hear the TV.
Yeah. And
I mean, Aaron Lewis is a good singer.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not complaining. But
Yeah, we just don't want to have a copyright violation in the background.
yeah, it could be a little bit of that, but what would one strike be? That might be another thing we talk about next week.
Yeah.
Hey, we got our first
We
strike.
got first line.
Yeah. You're not a podcast if you don't get a
that's
strike.
right.
Yeah, but it also goes in age on the analytics. We get that now.
How they know that?
I don't know. You know, is that something? Because we post not for kids because of my language.
Sure.
But,
Yeah,
never
it's all
noticed.
He
you.
says his.
His language, just Chris.
yeah, so
It's
we're
only
all-
him.
Yeah, we're all.
I'm here preaching the gospel and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
Reverend Dave.
I don't know why we don't just
Shall we call you Father?
Father Dave. Yeah.
I prefer daddy.
No, I'm Daddy. You can't be Daddy. That's me.
I will admit there is a difference between serious bartender Dave
Oh yeah.
and Dave off the clock.
Absolutely.
There is an enormous
There's-
difference.
Yes, there is.
Not really.
Yes, there
I don't
is.
see a difference.
You don't.
Well, if I'm busy, I'm focused on serving the customers, working around the bar, making sure that's all taken care of. But like, if it's not busy, I'll stand and talk around and joke around and stuff like that.
Not like you do behind that mic. Dude, you go back and look at week 1 behind that mic. and then you look at every week from there on out. You are way more comfortable.
Downhill.
It's like this steady decline into the Chris and Corey show. How does it go bad? They put a headset on you and give you a microphone. It all goes downhill.
Little did we know, all we needed was Dave to get 373 views in a week.
Don't listen to him, Dave. You're doing good. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not knocking it at all. Dave's doing a hell of a job. That's what I'm saying. He's way more comfortable, and that's a good thing.
I'm glad we're having this conversation because he has been really, really great. And I brought something because I feel like when I'm sitting next to him, his future is entirely too bright. So I found these and I brought them along. And now...
You can't even get it over your ears.
When I sit here, I can look directly at Dave.
What in the blazing hell? Are they 3D?
No, they're the
look at the
solar eclipse glasses.
The Trump glasses. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you can look directly at Dave.
Man, you don't see shit.
At least he goes, why are those eclipse glasses in your pocket? I said, I'll find a use for them tonight.
There you go.
That's for you, sunshine.
There we go. Sunshine.
Yes, sunshine.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Old Daddy Sunshine.
Daddy Sunshine.
Father Shine.
Father Shine.
That's like a drink.
No, you can see the serious Dave, though, behind the bar, and he's on a mission. You know, and he's running out, and them tickets, they don't help none. But still, he's on a mission. Yeah. But yeah, he is.
But yeah, I agree. When you're behind the bar, man, you got to be focused. Like, you can't stop and talk, and you're just like, or you lose track of what the hell you're doing.
No. I mean, as I'm sitting there talking to somebody, I try to look around to make sure everybody got a drink. I mean, I've missed a couple here and there and stuff like that, as everybody has, but I try to make sure everybody's happy when they're there and they're taken care of and whatnot.
I don't think nobody will disagree with you.
Nope.
Yeah. And a great designated driver, by the way. Yeah.
Hey, if I get you too fucked up, I will take you home. How about it, Chris?
Well, I was wondering because you come up to me and I'm like, I hope he's not driving home.
That's what we got. Yeah, when we were in there, we were talking to Dave Robert, and Dave was like, "We're taking him home." I'm like, "All right, that's good."
Well,
it kind of hit.
I had a good day.
It kind of hit you though.
Yeah,
because you were fine, and all of a sudden it's like, well, shit.
I know. Well, I do that because I don't eat. You know. Yeah, I show up at the bar and I'm still hungry, and it's liquid bread.
You'll show up to my house and swimming and drinking all night and feast of food, and you're like,
Yeah. Well, that's you know, I can eat later. I eat when I go to bed.
And I'm the same way. Like when I cooked for everybody, everybody's eating, and I'm sitting down. They're like, "Aren't you eating?" I'm like, "I'll get something now."
Yeah, that's
like when you're cooking, like, you don't,
it's not the same.
Yeah,
I mean, because I'm the asshole that's taste test. Oh, yep, this is good. You know, okay, this is done. You know, I'm cutting a sliver of this off or whatever, and it's like
nothing wrong with that.
You got to do that.
Yep.
Yeah. And I do it for a living, and I've eaten enough. God forbid, look at my belly, but that's the way it is. You know, when I'm off, man, I work so hard or so fast, I guess, in that amount of days that my couple days off, I'm just I'm ready to have fun, you know, and do my friends, and it's what I do, you know, and then I eat when I go to bed. You know, they dropped me off. I came in. You know what I had? Mashed taters. Yeah. I had mashed taters, and I was good to go, man. I just laid there, passed the hell out. It was a good night.
She went down the other day. She texted me. She's like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "I want a sausage burger. You want bacon?" I said, "Absolutely." Oh. Dude, those things are amazing. I love those.
Burger?
Yeah,
that's
the burger.
Yeah.
Her on Saturday, her friend Mike came up from Mechanicsburg. Well, my friend too. Yeah. And he came up, and we went to Port Royal with Corey and Missy, which was the first time I ever been there. So that was an experience. But I decided that I was going to be the driver. So they drank, and I drove, and I brought them back, and we stopped at the Moose, and we decided we were going to be those people. We were going to get to the Moose at 11:30 and close it down.
I was there.
So
you were there.
You were there. So we did that program, and then we got home, and I was like, well, this is good, because Friday night we were up till like 3:30 in the morning. So I was like, well, that's good. We won't be doing this 2 nights in a row. Yeah, I was right. We didn't do it. I was up till 4 a.m. Saturday night because when we got home, then I was ready to start drinking. And you know what happens when you start drinking at 12:30? You don't stop until 4 o'clock in the morning. Yep. I could not believe how bad I felt Sunday. She was like, I'm going out with Missy and them for, I said, I'm right here. I'm going to be on this couch.
What time
I got up at 9:45 and I felt like it was 6 o'clock in the morning. I was so miserable. I felt miserable all day. I mean, we had to run clothes, pick up some stuff, and we did all that. And the whole time I was thinking, I did not realize Lewistown was 700 miles away. Like, it literally, it felt like we were never going to get there. And I'm in the passenger seat, and we're in that damn Jeep, which still doesn't have any AC. And we're running up there. I get the windows down.
What's James doing? I thought he was fixing it.
I love that kid, but he's had enough of that Jeep at this point, and I don't blame him.
But that's why we're turning it into a push truck.
That's it. We are turning it into a push truck. We got to have the sprint car wing on the top like that guy did. He was cooler than shit. Yeah, but I think I wanted to say Hooters on the side of mine instead of Hoosier. But I mean, if I'm going all in hillbilly, I'm going all in.
I'll make a sticker for the back window that says "Boobies are bouncing."
That's it.
It might be a rooftop AC.
Yeah. So then it started raining, and I put the window down. I'm hanging my head out the window, and James is like, "It's getting wet in here." I'm like, "I'll give a shit." Like,
it's a Jeep.
Right now, I'm about to dehydrate. Get to Lewistown.
That's me every weekend though. Like I get off work, or bar closes at 1.
Yeah.
So midnight, but last call. But so I get home and stuff like that. It's 1 o'clock.
If you want to wind down at all,
I can't just get right to bed no matter what I'm doing. I have to at least.
I can.
Not after that adrenaline.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, and then she checked out at like 3:15, and Mike and I are sitting on the back porch, and I'm like, now I'm into the second bottle of wine, and James he's ready for bed. So the bottle of wine was empty, or the glass was empty, and he's sitting there at like 3:30, and I could tell he was like ready for bed. And I poured another glass because there's still some in the bottle. So like, there's still some in the bottle. You must still have to drink.
Why cork it?
Yeah, exactly. Corks are for quitters. But I poured that last glass, and Mike was sitting there. He looked at me. He goes, I guess we're having another drink. And he opens another one, and we're sitting there, and we're yakking, and I'm like, I feel great. This is going to be such a good night. And then I stood up, and we're walking back the hall, and I looked at Mike, and I said, your bedroom is, the bathroom is. I'll see you in the morning. And I go to bed, I laid down, and I passed out like immediately. And then I woke up, and the sun was shining, and I'm like, it must be like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I go and I take a piss. I come back, and I look at the phone, 9:45. I was like, well, my ass better get up or I'm going to be in bed till noon. Because if I fall asleep again, it's all over with crying.
What Jeff isn't telling you is the reason he had these in his person.
That's his.
He woke up, he's like, oh my God, the sun.
Yeah.
That was such a miserable day. I was like, I don't normally get that hungover. It was miserable.
Well, that's like Saturday night. We went out with friends, and then we went down to the Doyle to see Matt.
Well, that was Sunday night.
Sunday.
Yeah.
We get back to the house, and they're like, we're going to drink. I'm like, I'm going to hell to bed. I went to bed. I was out. I have no idea what
time was that?
Anything. I don't know.
Before dark?
Oh, hell no. It was like 10:30, 11, something like that.
I love Elisa. She's great. She's absolutely wonderful.
There comes the butt.
No, but we never ever. She said on Friday night. She says, "Okay." She says on Friday night, we're sitting at home, we're sitting on the back porch, and we're yakking, and we're talking, and she goes, "Let's go into the Moose for a couple. We're not going to stay that long."
Oh, that's every great. Used to be watch the beer and hold my beer. Now we're just going to have a couple.
We're just going to have a couple. So we're not going to close the place down. We're not going to be there that long. $70 later, we're leaving the Moose.
Last call.
Yeah,
last call.
And I'm like, and then of course, we get home and we're like, wow, let's keep going. So we kept drinking, and then it was late, and then we get up Saturday, and I'm like, I can't do this 2 days in a row. And then Mike starts talking about going to races, and I'm like, it's gonna rain. This is gonna suck. It's gonna
We got lucky as hell.
and I felt bad because I love Mike. He rolls with the punches. He'll do whatever you want. But he loves dirt track racing. He is just, and he's hardcore. Him and Corey could have, but and I had to laugh at him because he's yelling and cheering at the drivers as they go by, and I'm like, dude, I can't hear myself think. Like, they can't hear you at all. But anyway, I love that if he's that into it. I love anybody that's that passionate about anything. If you have something that you're into, then damn it, I'm all for it. Enjoy it. Because those football players don't hear me yelling either at football games.
Whenever Dietrich broke and came in,
oh my God, that was classic.
Mike's going, bye. And I'm over there going, bye.
It was great. So
you're like, look at these.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know who anybody is. Like, I picked, I was the girl at the football game that picks her NFL team by the color of uniforms. I picked the car I liked the most, and it won. So fuck y'all. It's a good way to pick a team. but
Wait. How does that work? You got a yellow car and your team's purple.
It's an orange car.
Okay, an orange car.
Yeah.
And your football team is purple.
I know, because I hate the team that has yellow in their uniform.
You better be the Ravens.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's a Raven.
I am done. I am moving over there from now on. Who the hell is this guy? Are you the Ravens?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Oh, my God. Yep. Jeff just went down here.
I mean, he's not an Eagle. He's not a Cardinal. He's a Raven.
Yeah.
That's the worst team in the NFL.
How did you figure? Who do you like?
The yellow ones.
Oh, yeah.
The Steelers. Of course, Steelers, the Ravens got that.
So the good thing about playing for the Steelers is they have those throwback uniforms, so their players are ready to go to prison by the time they're done playing for Pittsburgh.
They're Bumblebee.
So Ben knew right where he was going when he was done. He had already had a uniform. He knew how to look in prison.
I hate those damn throwbacks.
The Steelers definitely need some improvements done to them. That's pretty.
Oh, no, they're perfect just the way they are. I love Russell Wilson. I hope he's your starter for the whole season.
Who is that, though, they're talking about right now? They just...
Oh, Patrick Queen. He's with Pittsburgh. He's killing it. He was a former Raven.
Yeah. Oh, he's a former Raven?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He wised up.
Yeah.
He just got paid more money.
I see
That's all it is. There ain't no wising up for those guys. It's all about where's the payment coming from.
How much did you watch all week?
Huh?
How much did you watch all week? I got the scores here.
Oh, I didn't watch any because I was watching cars go around in a circle and getting dirt all over me, and then I was.
How great is that, though?
You know what? I have to say, other than the fact that I really felt like I should have had like one of those. Remember these old things we used to sit on and you spin around?
Yep.
I sit and spin.
Yeah.
I needed to stand and spin so that I could just stand there with a drink on top of it and just turn the table so I keep up. Because I was like, how the hell? Like, and then I got so dizzy spinning one way, I had to start spinning the other way. I was like, somebody put a pinata up here. Just let me start fucking swinging.
No,
like,
wait till they come by and just watch them go by.
I mean, it was great, but I was like, I couldn't figure it out.
Add into drinking more than 2 beers.
Well, there you go, and that was a good thing. Well,
then you get the guy that was behind us.
He was the best. That guy, and then his friends. I'm going to tell you, motherfuckers, if you ever do this to me, you're not my friends anymore. I'm done with the podcast. His friends.
Okay,
he gets drunk.
So wait a minute. This guy was wasted hammered, right?
Yeah.
I mean, wasted.
I walked to the bathroom, and this guy is literally sitting in the chair with a beer in his hand and a cigarette hanging out of his mouth like this.
Yeah. And the women are doing play-by-play. So while this is all going
they're
down,
invested in this guy.
They're not even watching the race at this point. It's play-by-play, and his friends leave him. They just leave him sitting in his chair with his cooler beside him, and they left.
Where'd they go?
They went home.
Oh my God!
And they left this guy sitting there. So then the EMT comes over. And I'm thinking, well,
it was a track official.
Yeah.
That wasn't even EMT. Well, the EMT was on his way.
Yeah, he was a track official
because there was no way in hell that guy was getting out of there. So they're like trying to wake him up, and then the asshats next to us, like they have this gigantic bin, and I'm gonna tell you, if you're one of these assholes, don't watch our podcast because we don't want you in our light group. Right. They had this gigantic bin, so like that bin I gave you with that water that holds the water.
Yeah, the water bin. They take the insert out, big plastic thing, and they cut a hole in the top
to put cans in.
Yeah.
These people were from here to the ladies' way at sitting there drinking. When they were done, they just dumped their cans right in the middle of the infield. What? They couldn't even walk them the 10 feet to put them in the bin. Like, how lazy are you that you think somebody else should clean up your garbage?
Yeah.
Like, if you go to sporting events and you go anywhere, don't leave your shit underneath the bleachers. Pick it up and throw it out.
So my mind went right to, I'm glad I'm 46 and not 21 anymore.
Because at 21, I'd have said something.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying because they had this giant plastic tub, and then they had the world's largest funnel.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting on top of it.
You'd have taken a funnel home.
And I'm like,
beer bong.
I'm like, man, that would make one badass beer bong.
And then
I mean, it was literally.
Well, you know, and yeah, it was, and Elisa looks at everything differently than I do.
The cans
so she
fit
looks
down
at this
through.
gigantic container of cans and she goes, "We need that for the house." I said, "I just gave one of those to Chris like 4 weeks ago," and she goes, "Well, we need that for the house. Then we can put all our beer cans in it." I said, "Well, what are we going to do with it when it's full?"
Yeah,
you know. And she just looked at me. I was like, "Well, that's a good question because like it might take a while, but sooner or later it's going to get full."
Unless you stomp those cans, it ain't worth shit.
No, it's
you got $40 there.
20, yeah, exactly.
$40.
And you got to pick it up and haul it somewhere, and it costs you $30 in gas.
Yep, there and back.
I still do it.
Yep. Yeah,
I mean,
well, our brother-in-law was the same way. You know.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm an eco-criminal.
I'm going to at least get some money back. I drink 20 cases just to get one free, but if that.
Yeah, and that used to be exciting to me because me and my brother would do that, and we'd.
I've become environmental with the beer keg.
Yeah,
I've gone green. I'm now a green drinker.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing you went plastic now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can't have glass out there. Yeah. Broke that. Yeah, I get. So you know, you do things and people say thank you. Corey and Missy bought me this really beautiful bourbon set of glasses. Absolutely gorgeous, and bourbon tastes great in them. Crystal glasses, they were gorgeous. I've used them like 5 times. So the other night, one of them was on the counter. I needed a drink of water. No. Got a drink of water. Put it on the counter. I wasn't even drinking. Like, I was stone cold sober. And I turned around, and I don't know what I did. I bumped the glass off the counter. Do you know what happens when expensive crystal hits the ground?
Billion pieces.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you,
that's right.
You get better distance on crystal than you're ever going to get on anything that you throw. So I had so Lisa gets up and she's helped me sweep it all up. Oh, her feet. I'm watching. I'm looking around. We sweep everything up out of the kitchen, and I'm like, okay. So then I had to go get a dustpan. So I walk out of the kitchen. Everything's swept up. Right, it's in the kitchen. I walk into the hallway. I'm not even in the kitchen anymore. I'm in the hallway. And a piece of glass goes right through the bottom of my foot. Oh. So now I'm tracking blood back and forth in a hallway because I'm bleeding.
Thank God he wasn't drunk.
Yeah. And I got this piece of glass stuck in the bottom of my foot. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Well, right now I'm bleeding." So I come out. I got the roll of paper towels. I got no dustpan because I couldn't find the fucking dustpan. It wasn't where I thought it was. And then I come out there and I got to get the bleeding stopped from my foot. And she's there with an empty beer case, sweeping this shit into the beer case. And I'm thinking to myself, I could have saved a trip down the hall if we'd have used the empty beer case first. But no, I was trying to be efficient and use the damn dustpan. It wasn't there anyway.
But in reality, she was being efficient.
She was. She's very efficient.
This is not a keg. This is cases of beer.
That's it.
She used that as a dustpan.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting more and more stories of being drunk. You're like a 15-year-old.
I wasn't even drunk then. Like, I wasn't drunk. Like, let's call this what it was. I'm just a goddamn klutz. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
It's like a 15-year-old. Yeah. So let me give you the score. So after all your shenanigans, god damn.
Yeah, right?
That was a hell of a bad.
Oh yeah, I got
an A all throughout.
I got one more thing about the races.
Oh Jesus!
I was just informed.
Go ahead.
So Port Royal used to have a big giant. It was like a sewer drain you walk through. It was a big.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I never saw it. But.
So now it's all nice. It's all concrete, and you're not going to fall.
That
was the tunnel.
Yeah.
A sewer drain's it's like that's perfect description. It was.
Yeah.
But you go under the track.
I don't know about
So we're leaving. As we're leaving, the wife's like keeps looking back. She's like, "I'm invested in this guy."
Oh.
Well, this track official picks the guy up, and the guy falls back in the chair.
Yeah.
And like this happens repeatedly.
Yeah.
So we're laughing about it. Like, that guy's drunk. We walk out, and Jeff is literally walking in front of me. And I just happened to look at his ass.
Because he was looking at my ass.
I turned around and I looked at everybody else and I said, Jeff shit his pants.
Oh.
And he's like, what? He's like, the hole right between both butt cheeks, the back of his pants were all brown.
Damn.
What? The chair he had was the one from the house. It was still damp. And it was damp in one spot. And all of the track dust collected on that wet spot. So he's walking out, and I'm like, shit.
And Corey's like, they did have bathrooms. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So then he starts going. So I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. So I don't give a shit. So and Elisa's like, slow down. I'm like, what? We need to walk behind you. She's like, I don't give a shit. I know it didn't shit myself. But
I mean, we know he didn't.
She's
But
trying to
literally,
get everybody to walk behind me
like,
so nobody else can see it.
the four of us knew that he didn't shit his pants, but anybody else walking out through the tunnel would have never known and thought he did, because it looked like he shit his pants.
Yeah, but y'all were so good of friends and so good of everybody that it's like you swarmed Jeff so nobody thought you did.
Yeah, I was glad,
was
but
good.
I think they swarmed me more because they knew Elisa was mortified. They knew I didn't give a shit.
And then
He's our special guy.
and then we get
This is why they don't let me go out in
Yeah.
public much, Dave.
You're
then we,
our special
then
one.
we get out to the car and you open the car door for the
it
wife.
was the best. So we just had this conversation. And Lisa and I had this conversation a couple days ago about James opening car doors and all that stuff. So we got to the car and she's getting in the backseat of the car and I go open the car door and she grabs the car door and she goes, "You don't need to open a car door." Wham! She closes it. I'm like, all right. So I turn around and they're parked right beside us and Missy's getting ready to get in the Jeep. So I open the car door, they let her in the Jeep. And Elisa looked like a prisoner in the back of a cop car who had too much to drink. She's pounding on the window. She's yelling at us. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, thank God that door's locked. I think Mike had the child safety locks on in the back. She was like, she was ready to come out. It was like somebody kicked a hornet's nest out of the tree. I was like,
Where was Mike? Was he?
Mike was in the
Mike
passenger
was in
seat
the
of the car.
passenger seat.
I
Oh,
opened
I
the
was gonna
passenger
say, was
seat.
he up front?
He was howling. He was,
And then we're pulling out and the girls are yelling at each other.
it was a good trip.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Back to our regular scheduled program.
And is that guy still alive?
We don't know.
I don't know. He's probably still sitting there for next week.
He might be.
I mean,
Best $30
technically,
he ever spent. And if it was a vet, he got in for free. He might get 2 weeks for free. Yeah, he was.
Track official picks him up. He just slumps right back down.
oh, he did.
Weekend at Bernie's right there.
Oh, he was out, man. So,
But like everybody left him there. Like that was the craziest thing ever. Like who does that?
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Well,
security got him. He's okay.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. That scared me. I thought
Yeah, I thought
security was coming in here.
I don't know. So I got a text message that said, "How do we call in?"
Oh, yeah.
Who wants to call in?
Yeah,
We can do that. We need a.
message it through my phone, right?
Yeah, we need your
Message
phone.
it. Yeah. Where's my girl?
she's doing some BOLLIES.
Yeah. Oh, I thought she was smoking.
No, I got it. All we need is one. I can do it.
Is my phone over there, Elise?
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. We could prearrange people calling in, that kind of stuff.
We can do it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not live
Yeah,
then
that's it.
on YouTube, so.
That's it, ain't it? I think so. Yeah.
Who wants to call in?
Yeah.
Missy?
Yeah.
Your husband.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he hasn't called in yet.
Oh, he hadn't called in yet. Yeah.
She doesn't want to be on camera
Oh,
today.
just come on. Come on.
You've been on camera before.
Yeah, we've seen you, Rusty.
The poop and shoes girl. Give her a hand.
Yeah.
That wasn't a hand. That was Elisa just got the rusty trombone.
Well, that's the sound of you shitting your ass.
I can't remember all the buttons, dude. We don't use them anymore. We only use the 3 that are lit up.
I can imagine the people just talking. Look at that guy over there. Oh my God, he shit himself. He's probably running down. Oh my God.
Well, luckily, I mean, everybody split after the 410 feature, so no one stayed for the USAC. It was just us walking out. But if it would have been,
those little USAC cars are pretty damn cool.
well, that's the thing. Like that was just the East, the USAC East. When they have the big USACs there, like if you want to see a good race. Is the late models coming up? I think it's next weekend, Friday and Saturday. The World of Outlaw late models are there, Friday night and Saturday night.
When are the big boys coming back?
Saturday night, I think it's 50,000 to win.
What the hell was that? Oh, something went by out Friday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are we at the track now? We got
Damn diesels.
I like it.
All right, we're ready for him to call in.
That's one of them TDI Volkswagens.
Let's see how this works.
Is he calling in?
I don't know. I'm going to tell him to call in.
Who is it?
Your husband, I think. Yeah.
I don't know if he knows how to call in.
He's not.
He has to.
He's not
You got a
calling.
message. Oh.
He has to video call or audio call Chris through Facebook.
He's looking in here like, I don't want to do it. Yeah. It'll ring.
So yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
while we're waiting for him, what else we got?
Let's go. Let's go with the scores this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is where we're at.
My team sucks.
Well, no, certainly.
Yeah, my team sucks. They lost.
Well, they did lose, but
Yeah, they suck.
but still, so Buffalo hit Pitt hard. 9-3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it a?
I didn't watch it.
Was that a baseball game or did they actually use a football?
They used football. That was it. But let me tell you what the killer was for me. The Jets beat the Panthers. Yeah.
With or without Rodgers.
That's gonna be equivalent to a Bowling Green beat Penn State. Sorry, Rusty.
Yeah. I don't know who that was with though, but that young man, he's a good quarterback, but he wasn't playing, so that was where that was. Let's see, that was the Jets and the Panthers. Baltimore pulled it out. That was that like a butt squeezer right there, wasn't it? Yeah, 13-12.
They played dirty.
Yeah, well, they was playing the Dirty Birds. That's
Just got to win. That's it.
They call
the NFL's business. Just win, baby.
Yeah, they call them the Dirty Birds, and that's how they barely won that one. And Washington, they bit the dust on that, 6-13.
Yeah, because they can't kick field goals.
But who's Miami? I mean, what? Who the fuck were they? Who the hell did they have as a quarterback?
They got Tua, but he's not playing right now, is he?
No.
He played, I think, the first series or two.
Yeah. They killed it. And then, of course, you got the national team, Dallas, and they fucking killed it. I don't know.
They're great when the games don't count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they giving them right now though? Who is the who's the projected Super Bowl winners this year?
I saw somebody that said that they thought the Super Bowl was going to be Green Bay and the Jets.
Wow. Ain't no wonder they beat the Panthers. Barely beat them. Yeah.
Well, it's preseason too, so you got your non-starters playing right now.
They're still trimming.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
still
I mean,
cutting
look at
rosters.
Baltimore. What was it, like 3, 4, 5 years in a row? They never lost a preseason game.
Yeah, and what did it mean regular season? Nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I was sitting there Saturday though. I was thinking about you, Dave. Now you watch the Phillies a lot. Yeah, you do. We had them on the damn TV at the damn bar the other day.
They're always on. That's
I know.
When I bartend, I put sports on. That's what people want to do.
Yeah.
But Washington was playing the Phillies, and they threw this damn. They made this triple play. I was like, "What the fuck?" There is no. Wonder what the. We need to look that up too. The Philly score of the game. It was fucking nuts, man.
Was that the game at
that
the end that Philly had
triple
that
play.
walk-off play at the end?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went like 10 innings.
Man.
Well, the Nationals were down like 2 runs in the ninth, and they came back and tied it, and then Philly walked off in the bottom of the 10th.
Man,
that was
you don't get a lot of ball games like that.
This is my favorite time of year for sports. Football starting and Little League World Series going on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Williamsport. Oh,
I could literally sit all day long and watch Little League World Series.
That's some of the best sports you'll watch all year long.
Is it over yet?
No.
Okay.
No, they're just getting started.
Yeah.
No. I mean, it's getting down. I think it's 2 weeks. The PA team from Newton, PA or something like that.
Newton.
Yeah, they lost their first one, then they won 2. Today they lost to Hawaii. So they're done now. Yeah. But it's insane. Like, I just like the stories and and
it's so neat to see the job that the coaches do to keep the kids motivated and not let them get down and to not let those kids feel bad about themselves. I mean, that's like this is what sports should be. It's not coaches yelling at officials. It's not fans yelling and degrading players. It's actually what sports is supposed to be like.
So what do you think on the U.S. side and on the international side, or the international side, I should say, what do you think the 2 teams that are the furthest away are?
One's got to be from Australia.
Australia's number 1.
Japan.
Chinese Taipei.
Yeah. Taipei.
Yeah.
I was going to say one of the Asians.
I remember back in the day when I was a kid watching them, and the Chinese Taipei team would always have them submarine pitchers.
Yeah.
And they'd throw and their knuckles would ground on the ground, and like how the hell do you, like, I play baseball. Like, how do you pitch like that?
And how's that legal?
It don't matter.
I don't know. Yeah, but they've always been good. So,
but yeah, we've gone up before. It's
a lot of fun.
Like, we went up whenever
I've never been
a couple years ago. Never been there.
No.
Oh, dude, it's a lot of fun.
Everybody says. Yeah.
You know, on championship weekend and stuff like that.
Yep.
And then, you know, the U.S. games and the international games.
Yeah.
You take them plastic lawn chairs, you cut the legs off, and you sit on a hill like that.
Hill.
But it's the coolest. It's the coolest thing ever. You get from all over the world come to Williamsport every year,
and it is the most fun sports to watch because they do focus on the kids. They make it about the kids, and they make it about the experience those kids are getting. They're never, those kids are never going to be on ESPN again. Some of them will be, but most of them will never have that national exposure. They're never going to be in that.
Well, don't say not all of them. And Todd Frazier. Frazier.
There's a couple, right?
I literally watched him for Tom's River, New Jersey, playing in the Little League World Series, and he had a career, and now he's commentating.
Yeah, and there's always a couple, right? Because when you're playing at that level, but it's like watching college football, right? Like 98% of those kids don't ever play in the NFL.
No.
And you see, but college football is big money.
Yep.
Like Division I college football is big money, and if you don't think it's big money, look what to pay the coaches. So the kids are finally getting their due, right? The kids are finally getting paid. Thank God, that's the way it should be. And if you don't think the kids should be paid in college football, and you think coaches should be paid, wow, you're an ignorant human being. But in that baseball, nobody's getting paid. Those coaches aren't getting paid.
No.
Those kids aren't getting paid.
They're doing it for the love of the game.
They come there on their own nickel. Like those local communities raise money for those people to go. Like everything about Williamsport represents what's right with sports.
Well, we talked about it earlier, before all the podcasts and stuff, innocence is innocence.
It's just,
you know what I mean? And it could be wrong and you made it a bad decision, but innocence is innocence. They are kids.
And you know what? My favorite part is when a kid screws up. Yeah. And because now they have the coaches mic'd up.
Yep.
And I have my own opinion about that because I've coached youth sports. And those moments where you talk to those kids are really between you and that kid.
Yep.
And your whole objective is to build them up, and that is a very personal moment because for those young kids, that is a teachable moment for them, and I think that should be between the coach and that child.
Let me tell you,
but I'll tell you what,
that level, that is a special ass coach, especially mic'd up, because you do want that in life, but still, man, I brought them that far, and don't screw me up because you're miking me up.
Yeah, I've never heard a moment in any of those mic'd up moments where the coach hasn't said and done the right thing. And maybe they wouldn't broadcast it if he said the wrong thing, but it's impressive to me because there's a lot of pressure. Like, there's a lot of pressure on those coaches from those parents of those kids because the kids may be great, but coach U sports for one season, and you'll find out that every parent who sucked at sports thinks their kid should now be the next,
pitcher.
He should be, the next superstar.
Yep.
And they make it really difficult. So that's why I don't coach anymore because I got tired of that. But I do think like those coaches are under a lot of pressure from those parents. The communities that raised a lot of money to send them there, they feel like they need to bring something back. Like, how wouldn't you? And they want their kids to be successful. Like when you coach, you want your kids to win. You don't want to see the agony of defeat. You want them to win.
What I think is crazy is whenever they come up to bat and it gives them their height, weight, stat, and you got a kid that's 10, 11, 12 years old, and he's like 6'2", 240. I'm like, this dude is bigger than
be related
me.
to Aaron Judge.
Like, how is this possible?
Yeah.
The kid's 12 years
And
old.
he's still got years of growing yet. Yeah.
But I love too when it says like their favorite song and it's like an AC/DC song or something. I'm like,
Yeah.
this kid's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's mom and dad. Yeah. I'm the same as you. I've coached all my life with my boy, and
But if you have never experienced it, you have to.
Yeah, you need to.
experience it.
I can't imagine.
That's the
And just-
pinnacle of sporting events, I think.
You go. The first thing you
And
got
it's
to
an
do is
hour and a half from here.
walk through Little League Hall of Fame, the museum,
Yeah.
and just it's insane. It gives you a whole different perspective.
Have you been up, Dave?
No, I've not.
Really?
I've drove past it, but never actually.
We're
been
gonna
in
have
there.
to make a trip.
Yeah, they're not going to let us do a podcast from there with all the drinks and the swearing. They probably won't let us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, is it the Hall of Fame stuff open year round up
Yes.
there? I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, the museum's open all year
Yeah.
round.
Yep.
Well, we don't have to have it for kids. It can be for the adults.
But it's kind of crazy. Like, of Williamsport, they're like it's not easy to get to,
No, it's a tiny ass little town.
and just all those people there once.
Yeah.
How they handle that, it's crazy.
Well,
And then a couple years ago, they started doing the Major League Baseball.
what?
They would come in and play.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
That field?
No, a different field. Like this past one was the Yankees and the Lions, Detroit or Tigers.
In Williamsport.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. There's an actual
Softball field?
like a real Major League Baseball field
Yeah.
that they play at. And I think the last 2 years, I think it was the Phillies that came in. This year was the Yankees and the Tigers.
That
But
just
they-
brings more revenue.
Yeah, they come in, they play, they do the kids get to do the broadcast.
Wow.
It's
is
cool.
cool.
Like
Yeah, it is.
the whole everything is just
That Williamsport's a neat town. Shopback's based there.
What?
Yeah, and at one point,
What is it? Shop vac?
Shopback,
Like
like
my shop
the wet
vac?
dry vacs. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're based up there. And at one point, Williams,
I know that.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
not the lunch.
yeah. There you go. A little bit of interesting fact from the nerd of the group.
I got a story for Williamsport Dad when you're done.
But they were also they had Millionaires Row up there. At one point, Williamsport was the home of more millionaires than any other city in the United States.
Shut up.
So
Why?
it's a
Why was
I
that?
have no clue. But Williamsport's an interesting town. It's to Dave's point. It's hard to get to. There's no 4-lane roads in. But it's an interesting town. And when you're up there, it is an interesting town. But it's not really like
I feel
it's-
like that's a honey badger. We need to Google that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Why
I
the
was
hell
I
are
was
millionaires there.
They have a place in Williamsport called Millionaires Row.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's nothing.
What's
there.
the industry?
Yeah.
Well,
What for industry is it? The shop.
it was probably it was. I'm guessing
Shopbacks.
it was. Well, it was probably it's
I don't know.
proximity to New York City.
There's a
I'm guessing
gigantic.
people that was probably their vacation homes
Yep.
and
And
from
you're
New York
close-
City.
You're close to New York. and
See, I
you're
would have
close
guessed
to
the
Philly, you're
Poconos
close
and
to-
not Williamsport.
Ooh, well, you're close to all of that, really, if you think about it.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. It is
So I was working up there years and years and years ago when I did sprinkler work. We were working at an assisted living place, and it's a new construction. So, me and my foreman walk out to smoke, and there's this guy in the back of our van taking bandsaw, like our bandsaw and our sawzall was in a metal container. This guy's on a bicycle. He jumps in the back of the truck, and it was literally 30 seconds. He jumps in the back of the truck, grabs two, puts them on the handlebars of this bike, and starts pedaling down the street.
Did you catch him?
No, dude took off.
He was gone.
Yeah, so we had to call the boss. Say, hey, dude, and it's like it was, dude was slick. It was fast. It was just like that. He was in the van. He took him, threw him on the handlebars, and away he went.
Williamsport was like that for a long time. I'm not sure if they still are or not, but the crime up there was also
it was
pretty bad. Williamsport.
Wow.
Next day we get on the job site and Joe's like, lock the doors.
Yeah, he's coming back.
And it's great. That's great in theory until you're 2 stories up and he's like, hey, go to the van and get a 1-inch
And you go
elbow.
all the way down.
And you go all the way down.
Doors
It's
locked.
like, doors locked.
I smell pizza, don't you?
Stromboli's.
I smell Stromboli's.
Stromboli's.
Baby, have you checked
Homemade.
the Bollies? Baby, have you checked the Bollies? I smell Bollies.
Yep, all good.
Okay.
All right, where you at, Christopher?
Well, we were talking about this earlier, and I just can't do crime. I'm not a good crime person.
No.
I really ain't. When
Committing crimes, or what are you talking about?
Yeah, so,
Well, I mean, how old am I?
Yeah, right.
How far back we going?
Yeah, wait, we haven't done
What's the statute of limitations?
Yeah.
We're in Williamsport, so the statute is low age. You know what I mean? And me and you talked about it earlier, and it was, to me, it's there's a rehabilitation and all this stuff with the kids and stuff, and I can't see them bringing something into Williamsport and there being a high crime. It just worries the hell out of it.
I just heard that back in the day that was kind of a.
Well, I think though, like that Little League World Series and the stuff that's up there.
Oh, they have that on.
Well, there's a difference between Williamsport and
Yeah.
South Williamsport.
Yeah, exactly.
That's probably what I'm thinking of then. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Okay.
it's the east
Yeah,
coast and
because
west
where the
coast.
stadium
West
is.
side, north
once-
side, south side.
Yeah, once you get to the top of the mountain and you start going down the other side, the stadium's right there.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
So you're not like
It's like
in
on
the
the
city,
outskirts.
town.
Outskirts,
That's true.
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a really good McDonald's right down the street.
That is a great McDonald's. It used to be a Great Hills over there too.
Yeah.
That's long since.
How the hell's McDonald's good? That stuff
right?
tastes like pure shit.
It's clean.
It's clean.
Clean.
That's
the
what
hell-
makes McDonald's good. It's clean. That's the only qualification you have, and nice employees.
Which McDonald's are you at? Williamsport?
Yeah,
Yeah.
clean with nice employees. That's
The
it.
food still tastes
Yeah.
like crap.
Well, it does, but you don't go to McDonald's for a gourmet meal.
I
You
know
just
a
go so you
couple
don't get some other kind of third world bacteria.
Yeah. Well, here's where I'm at with our local watering hole that all my great friends are bartenders and stuff. Now, so when I left the other night, and my DD was the greatest dude in the world. So now we have just came out this week. Robotics. Remember we was talking about it over there, y'all going to Greece, and I seen the Ubers that are driverless.
Yeah, in
And all
Italy.
that. So now in San Fran, L.A., Phoenix, there's a couple other ones. They're all in on this new one called I can't remember the name of it now. It's like Weigh-In Robotics, driverless Ubers, basically. They're not Ubers though. Uber is their own company. So now they have all these 700 vehicles. L.A., San Fran Peninsula, and Phoenix. Yeah. So you got four different places right now, and they just keep on going, but they only have 700 vehicles. They tripled their driverless rides in 3 months. You know how many rides they've had in 3 months? 100,000. 100,000
In 3 months.
In 3 months.
Wow.
Now that's tripled. So what was that? 300,000, 333,000. 3 months ago. Now, or whatever it was, and now it's 100,000 this month. Elon is dropping his in October through Tesla, and then the ex-Tesla chick that was one of the CEOs over there in Tesla, she's dropping hers through Uber this coming month. So now it's going to be New York. It's going to be all of these others.
Driverless car war.
I was leaving the M.
I just want to know if this driverless car is going to have a driverless bartender that can make me a drink while I'm
Let me
sitting
tell
in the
you
back
what.
seat.
Only thing I'm going to need. It needs to be minivans, minibuses, these other things, and urinals and puke buckets, because I'm coming in. I'm coming in hot. When I leave the M,
Yeah.
I don't need to rely on Dave or Corey or Jeff or all my people, because I can just go, hit it on my card and just show up.
I think it'll be a while till that gets in Perry County, though.
Yeah, we don't even have Uber here.
We actually do have Uber.
Do we?
There was a guy.
Take me to the Moose.
There's a guy at Longhorn that does Uber.
Oh, really?
Yes. I was, a couple years ago, I looked up this up, and he's like, oh, shit, we have Uber here now. I'm not sure if he's still there, still does it, but I will look right now to see if we have any Ubers next time.
You need to be on that.
But can you imagine doing
see our local Ubers. Like if you wanted to go get brothers or you wanted to just go home.
But how does Tesla
There's a
work?
difference between Uber and Uber Eats.
Well, Tesla's going to be
because we know somebody who, or no, she does DoorDash.
DoorDash. Yeah, she does DoorDash.
and all that. Yeah. What was the other one? Uber Eats.
Uber Eats.
Yeah.
But if this Tesla's going to do this stuff, this driverless thing, how are they going to know when it runs out of batteries?
Well,
like you're sitting there and all of a sudden it just dies on you.
How does your Roomba know when it runs out of batteries?
That's going to be all of them. So that's the only.
It's going to suck if you're on a trip and it's like, oh, got to go home and charge.
Oh, that's true. It turns around and goes, hey, buddy.
I got to pee. Poor.
You're alone for the ride.
Yeah, there's your urinal and all your urinal cakes. I'm just saying, it's going to make that Uber car smell amazing. But that's the reason, from what I've read, is why they hired this CEO, this ex-CEO from Tesla, this lady, to do this Uber now. Because she's now in on Uber to do the
technology side of it.
The electronic side of it. Yep. I don't think the rest of them even worry about it. Because there's so many places out there now. I mean, you just pull up and you're not, it's like turning the taxi light off.
Yep.
Basically, you turn the taxi light off, you recharge, and then you're back on board.
There's one in Bloomfield right now.
See?
Really?
One in Bloomfield.
Yeah, that's an Uber.
That's an Uber, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Is there any electric Ubers out there? I wonder if you can do that.
So,
electric Uber?
So I where I work, we work with Amazon Business a lot, and one of the things we like to do is try to show initiatives to students for everything that we do when we're trying to get students come to colleges who have a green initiative. So I was working with Amazon, and they said, hey, we can produce this report that'll show you how many deliveries to your campus we've done with electric vehicles. Green initiative, that's pretty cool.
That's a fine line.
I said, let's see the report. We get on any given day on any campus, we got 4 or 5 Amazon trucks rolling through at a minimum. So it's got to be thousands of packages, a day coming onto these campuses. So it'd be interesting to see how many packages were delivered over the course of a year. So the guy from Amazon calls me and he goes, I got the report. I said, yeah. He goes, yeah, for all the campuses. I said, oh, it's got to be interesting. He goes, how many packages do you think were delivered by an electric vehicle? I was like, I don't know, we got to have thousands of packages a day. He goes, you do?
0.
Said, so how many over the course of a year? He said 6.
Yeah.
I said, I don't think we're going to use that as a recruiting tool.
Well, now let me tell you though, now all these little robots running down the street and shit like that. So when is that getting to college?
Oh, look, all that stuff is.
It's really coming.
It is. I mean, you're going to see a whole different delivery model.
Here to me is what is scary. Now, here to me is what is scary. You know me, and y'all both know really well. And you know I love the electric shit. You know, I'm in on.
All right, I do know that.
But still, you know, Laura won't help me. You got the buddy. You got the buddy on the wine shelf. But let me tell you what.
How do we put wine into this?
I don't know. I was wondering the same thing.
He does what I'm at. His parents was there. They seen the wine, but they didn't see what I seen. But anyway, so if you get all this involved with the AI, all right, have you seen the new movie coming out?
Which
The
one?
new Alien movie.
No, the AI movie.
Yeah.
It's called AI.
Yeah, I think it's AI something. But it is the way they're throwing the fucking commercial out there. It says, you know, let AI deal with your enemies. Let me tell you what, buddy. This is what's coming. To me, this is what's coming, and to every fucking person, human, this is what they see. You know, but now you have AI chats. You have all this shit on Meta now. It's just,
You can have an AI relationship now. I've seen.
yeah, yes.
It's like, and what in the fuck is that?
This is gone.
There's one on Netflix called Atlantis.
Well, this is the new AI thing. I don't know. But it shows these damn people, and it said, what did she do to you? And then AI took over. You know, and it showed her, it took her picture, it took this girl's picture on this damn commercial, and it put her in this porn. Yep. And said, and now she wasn't in that porn, of course, you know, it was just AI doing that. But then, and she was in high school or something, college. And then it said, well, you know, you've ruined my life. That's what this damn commercial was. And this is what scares everybody. You know, and then think about the soldiers and shit like that. There's no more soldiers in our life. This is going to be AI fucking robots. All these little dogs running around like Kevin. He don't have lives.
Yeah, but AI is just not robots. Like I was at work the other day, and Tanner's playing this music, and I'm like, "What the hell are we listening to?" And he's like, "Oh, dude, you got to look this guy up on Spotify. He takes AI to create." And it's literally all the SpongeBob voices, and he converts it to converted to AI to sing these songs. And I'm like,
it's crazy.
All right, that's pretty cool.
I can have AI put together a PowerPoint for me for work.
Yep.
I tell AI what I want the PowerPoint to be on. It puts PowerPoint together, and then instead of it taking me, 8 hours to do a PowerPoint for a presentation I'm doing, AI puts it together in 5 minutes. I go through and I edit it, and in an hour, I have a 35 or 40 point presentation that's better than what I did in 8 hours.
Oh shit!
And it's more complete. So, like, if you start to think about it, like, it is crazy to think of the work that it does and what it can do. But the scariest part is it learns from the edits that I did to the document that it did. So when the next person goes to use it, it incorporates the improvements that I made into the document that they did. So for the next person, it's even better. And it evaluates what I did to determine if it thinks it's better or worse than what it did.
What's the guy that owns like the Clippers or the Lakers? Mark
Cuban.
Cuban.
Yeah,
Have you seen
Dallas
his
Mavericks.
Have you seen his commercial? So now they have the AI whatevers for him. He said, imagine this being for your company, and you just saying, hey, ask it any fucking thing. That's what he says. Ask it anything. And it'll tell you what you want to know. How do I make Laura Mays better? It'll fucking tell you, in that instance. This is how far we've got in no time, like 1 year, man. Now give that 5 more years. And
robots are ruling the world.
We were talking about
Matrix.
Well,
I'm telling you, the Matrix is coming.
It's not so much robots, but we were talking about this earlier. The price of
I'd be all right with that if I could dodge a bullet.
Property and stuff. So imagine.
So drunk Saturday
none
night.
of our kids are this, but they are very much so computer smart. So nobody is street smart anymore. The hood maybe, but
South Williamsport.
The east side or the south side.
South side of Williamsport.
One of the
I'm telling you,
one of my favorite movies of all time, Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh,
What part of Georgia are you from? South side?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what, if AI's in on that, that's gonna be that. It's a scary thing, but it's not to me too much, because
I smell Stromboli. Are we ready to eat?
Well, hold on. I got
I think we're getting
so
close.
so I got some exciting news.
Oh, there. Yeah.
So you know how there's individuals that are sitting out there watching. They are in a committee for our watering hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Friday night, my dad came home from the rehab facility,
Nice.
and
That's good.
it's good, not good. It's good. It's bad. He gets out of the car, he falls, he's screaming, yada
Heard
yada.
all
But he's
that.
home.
Yeah.
But he's home.
Yeah.
So went up Friday night. I mowed the grass. Chris's, my stepmom, her stove wasn't working. She had no hot water, so I got that all squared away. We leave up there, and we're just rolling down the road, and she's like, "I'm hungry. Pull in here." So we pulled into it's called the Beer House
Oh yeah, I've been there.
in Lewistown.
Never heard of it. Yeah.
So it's right across from where the McDonald's and the Walmart is.
Yep.
So we go in there, and we get out of the car, and I said, "Oh, they got the jukebox playing." So we walk in, and there's a guy playing acoustic. And literally, I walked in, and my jaw is on the floor. Insane. So we started asking around. Here, his name's Jimmy Mowry. He was on The Voice. He was originally from Altoona, but apparently he moved to North Carolina.
Wow. The hell?
This
I need
guy,
this.
we sat there for 2 hours,
Yeah.
and literally he was on season 16 of The Voice. Jimmy Mowry.
Mowry, M-A-U-R-Y or something.
M-O-W. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
But anyhow, this guy is singing Teddy Swims and just
Wow.
like literally doesn't stop.
Yeah.
He'll riff to the next one and keep going.
Wow.
And it was insane. So we leave, and I was like, I'm going to message him. So she messages him.
Yeah.
Guess what's on the works for our watering hole?
Thank God.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like, I am currently in North Carolina playing. He says, I would love to come there. He says,
how the hell is he coming back and forth from Pennsylvania?
no idea.
Yeah,
but and his rates, I was like, holy.
M-O-W maybe. M-O-W.
Robot
But-
Uber.
He literally, it's in the works.
Mowry.
He is going to be at the Moose.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I am telling you what, anybody that listens to this podcast, you guys have to come, because this guy didn't stop to take a drink. This guy didn't stop to take a piss. Nothing.
Like 3 hours solid entertainment.
Yep. And never stopped playing. He just went from one song and riffed to the next, to the next, to the next. And it's like, I was amazed.
That's awesome. And we need stuff like that.
It was insane. I mean, okay, the guy was on The Voice and made it to the top 24. He didn't win.
That's still
but,
impressive.
But
That shows his quality of talent.
oh man,
Just be able to even get
I'll let
on
you
the
listen.
show.
I'll let you listen to the videos I took. This guy is insane. But it's in the works, and he will be at the Moose, and we need to pack that place.
Nice.
I wonder where he's at down in North Carolina.
I don't know.
No. We come from there to here. That's 8 or 9 hours.
Well, we looked him up, and he said he was originally from Allentown, and he was in Lewistown. So she messaged him, and she's like, "Look," gave him the details. Said, "Hey, we're 30 minutes from." He's like, "I would love to come."
Awesome.
I'm like, so like, I'm at work this morning, and like 9:15 or 8:15, I get a freaking screenshot, and she's like, wow. I'm like, how the hell did you pull that off?
So it's actually, he said yes, he's coming.
Yes.
It's in the count.
Put me on a
do we have a date yet or anything?
Not yet. They got to look at and figure out dates, but he said yes, he would love to come.
Look at New Year's.
New Year's?
That'd be good New Year's.
Oh,
He's
hell
probably
no.
booked for that.
That's probably true. If that's
Yeah.
something that good, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
But it's
Even still, yeah.
And that's the thing.
I just hope the guy he plays Freebird.
You know, it's actually funny. That song came on my I have that part of my playlist on Apple iTunes, and it's like everyone says Freebird. I actually love the song, but then the ending, I said I can see why people don't want to play it.
Yeah. Because
like a
after he
3-hour
stopped
long
singing,
song.
after he stopped singing, there's a 10-minute guitar solo.
Yeah, it's like I can see that why. I mean, the song was a great song, but good God, it gets like I had to skip it. I got like I listened to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. In all seriousness, this guy was like, y'all know that I have my man crush, and that's the heartstrings, dude. Like that's. I will be honest with you. This guy, okay, his voice gets me. This guy's talent is tenfold over that. Like, no joke.
Wow.
I was amazed. We sat there and we're like,
awesome.
And of course he didn't stop to play it all for us to say anything. So yeah.
That'll be good.
Look for that to come.
Good deal.
Yeah, we need that. One more.
Okay.
No.
I'm not doing anything.
We ain't got nowhere to be. The pizza, the Strombolis will still be nice and warm. Oh, look. Just bring it over here. We'll eat it while we're talking.
That was good.
She's teasing us now.
We're gonna hurry. All right, we're gonna hurry.
Talk about
All right.
these.
Damn it. Damn. There we go.
Da-da.
Yeah.
One more. What do you got?
Yeah. I don't have nothing after that. I seen BOLLIES.
All homemade too.
Yeah,
Homemade.
Yeah.
What'd you have?
Dave.
Shout out to Dave.
The BOLLIES, homemade doughs, and everything tonight. This is gonna be amazing.
No shrooms, right? I'm not gonna die tonight.
There is no mushrooms.
Okay, I ain't gonna die tonight. It's gonna be a good night.
Yeah, it will be a good night. Yeah. I got it next week. I'm breaking out the fryers next week.
Yeah.
Nice.
I want to start frying shit. So, yeah, I got next week.
Oh, look at that.
Good. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There it is. Dave's
Look at this.
BOLLIES.
I'll just slide that right up in here for the
Yeah.
for the camera.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, my
God,
goodness.
Dave, seriously?
Holy smokes.
Okay, it's one BOLLIES for two people.
Yeah.
One BOLLIE
One BOLLIE for two?
Yeah.
I think you might have overcooked.
I think you might have. Yeah.
Leftovers, anyone?
That's fine.
Dude, they look amazing.
They do look incredible.
Here, we got to show the camera.
Yeah.
See,
It's probably hot.
Nah, it's not hot.
Can you not do your thing there?
So not only do we have good beverages and great friendship while we do the podcast, but every
We
week
eat too damn good.
Every week. Yeah.
we have amazing
This is what
food.
this is.
Every week.
This is what happens.
All day this week. All day this week.
And I wonder why I can't lose 40 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to my world.
I know.
All right, people, look here. We love everybody, and all these views we got last week, it was just overwhelming. And like and subscribe, please like and subscribe. It helps all the analytics and stuff.
Tell your friends, tell your family, just get the word out.
Yeah, get the word out. And always, our ending, love your vets, you know. Love all your elderly. Please keep an eye on your elderly.
Absolutely.
You know, all your grandmas, grandpas, mamas, daddies, all do that. And hey, just watch your neighbors. Just keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
You know,
You never know what for shady shit they're up to.
Yeah, you never know. Just keep an eye on them, you know.
You don't have to love your neighbors, but you should keep an eye on them.
And the guy at the races.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Keep it
by the races.
Yeah.
hope he made it home.
Don't leave your friends at the races, please.
Yeah, but love everybody and love all y'all.
Yeah.
Love you.
Yep.
Peace.
Everybody come
Thanks,
back.
everybody.
Yep. See ya.